Alright, looks like we're live. I'm just gonna grab a link and send to a friend real quick. He might be jumping on some of these streams soon here. I'll explain more in a minute. As soon as Facebook decides to load. So, this is my problem with design sprints, okay? I've got some beef. And by the end of the week, you have like kind of a functional prototype, but these prototypes, they can't really do much. They take you to different screens when you click on different buttons, but they can't do, most of them can't do like text input and different functionality features. Figma at least has like side scrolling and stuff like that, but at the end of the week you kind of have a functional thing, but you're still miles and miles away from having a final product, or not even a final product, but a minimal viable product. And that's really the hard part. I mean, you're trying to shorten down the process from, so you're not working on a product for 2 years, you're trying to cut it down to like months usually. And so you do this week-long sprint, you have a prototype, and now you have a good idea of what you have to build. Now, I did the design sprint last week. Here, let me send this link real quick. Okay, so I did this design sprint last week, a solo design sprint, and I tried to rethink everything that I've done, came up with a prototype, went through the whole process, right? And I realized that it's not going to translate very well because it's not a fully functional prototype, and that's always what kind of bugs me sometimes from these prototypes is you don't have all that functionality. So I think with using Bonsai as a stepping stone to creating a very quick MVP product, I think you can cut this development sprint time down to a week. I think that's possible. It's very ambitious. Now I wanted to kind of wait a week in between the design sprint, then give myself some time to repair for a week, and then jump into the development sprint, try and do it in a week. That's why they call it a sprint, right? But it just so happens that I can't wait. I can't wait a week to start working on it. I want to work on it right now. Like it's I'm really excited about something right now, and I just want to get my hands dirty with it. So if I'm sitting around and planning for a week or recharging for a week, that's a week that I feel like I could have been fully engaged in working on it. So that's my problem with design sprints, is sometimes the planning of it gets in the way of the actual creating of it. And there's been a lot of times where I feel like one person's approach would be to plan and then do it, whereas if you just did it right now, you actually get there even faster. And I know that's not always the best approach, but in this case, I feel like I will have this prototype that I see in my mind working by the end of this week, rather than trying to plan it all out, execute it perfectly, and have it end of next week. Anyways, there's my rant about my beef with design sprints. Sometimes you just gotta make the damn thing. Alright, so still waiting for my friend Nicco to jump on, it looks like. But I can send this video to him later. So I want to I'll give a walkthrough of what I've done first, and then I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna work on today. So the concept is eventually get into virtual reality and building it into the website. And it just so happens that my friend Nicco, I don't know if he wants his real name on here yet. I'll censor that out for now. But he's been working on this project, and I think it aligns really well with the Bonsai project. And we spent like 2.5 hours or so on a call today talking about how we could integrate our products together. And by the end of the conversation, we had this working on the Bonsai site. So this is WebXR. This is a web browser-based platform. It is created by Mozilla. I believe you could consider it open source, but I don't know a whole lot about the tech yet. I'm going to be getting into that soon here. What I do know is that we can embed it into Bonsai, similar to how we're embedding Circle. So this is a room. I just put it on a random page for now. It's on the podcast page on the staging server, but I can enter this room, choose an avatar. I can connect with a VR headset, Oculus or Steam VR, or enter on screen. I'm going to enter on screen for the purpose of this demo. Have my microphone selected, enter the room. And here we have a virtual space embedded in the website. You can pull up screens, you can bring other people in here, draw with markers, talk, collaborate. You can design these environments, custom. So yeah, that's pretty dope. Send to room. Yep, you got a chat right here. You can take pictures. What's this? Share camera. Bonsai wants to use your camera. Okay. You're streaming. Is it set up for the right camera? Huh. Okay. So if I have this set up correctly, here, let's go do it in its own tab. Okay, let's try this again. I want to get that working. Okay, here's where I can share my screen. That's awesome. So I could live stream from one of these rooms. I probably have a dedicated screen for that. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. That's crazy. Turn that off. I'm sure it's not great for my bandwidth. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I just found that they had a way to embed things. So we found an iframe that you can just grab right from the share link, and I was able to just quickly drop it in to Bonsai to test it. So now that we know that it's working, I'm gonna officially launch up the servers and try putting it in the right way. I feel like I haven't done a coding tutorial in a while. This might be a little bit rusty. Gonna open up our terminal. I just realized Twitch says I'm playing Warzone. Restream is having a little bit of API issues, I think. Okay. I've got these shortcuts here, so I'll come into Bonsai. Vagrant up. I'm running off not very much sleep last night, because I started thinking about this stuff late at night, and I couldn't really get to bed until really early this morning. So I'm kind of out of it right now, but I'm just so excited to start hacking away on this that I just gotta do it. I just gotta. I gotta figure out what's going on with my Circle account. It's so weird. Anytime I go to any Circle group, it redirects me to one of my accounts, but it's insecure, it's not working. I'm not sure Circle even knows what's going on. They haven't gotten back to me through email yet, since they thought they fixed it. Yeah, even future Circle redirects me here. And now my trial isn't working anymore. So one of the first things I'm going to do is try and mess with this iframe as a container. See, I'm guessing there's some type of flex box type of structure to it. I'm guessing it's responsive if it were in a fixed container. So that would fix this overlap right here. So we're just establishing SSH connection, booting up our local server. And we'll go to our scripts directory, just chill there. open another tab, and we're going to yarn run start inside of the Bonsai theme, which will get live reload going. At this point, we can open up GitHub. Okay. So I want to go to Bonsai example, and I can right click on Bonsai example, open an atom, and this will open the project in the text editor. Alright, it's been a while since we've been in here. Let's see, what are we doing? Close Safari. Okay. Okay, so first thing I need to do is I haven't updated the example project yet since I was, I think it was in December that I was working on the futures demo. And this is some code that's not existing in the example or the core project yet, but I'm gonna port this over. So these are basically little groups, components, modules, whatever you want to call them, spaces, and then it brings up a modal window, and everything is accessible from a single page. So this would be more like a single page app. Down here we have circle embed, and you also have a circle embed under discussion tab right here. Like I said, my account's not working at the moment. I need to contact them. Alright, so I'm going to port this over, and I'm going to change these to groups instead of courses. And inside one of these tabs, I'm going to embed circle, and inside the other tab, I'm going to embed Metahood or Hubs. But that'll take a little bit of time for me to port that over. So first thing I'm going to do is just start messing around with this iframe, but on a local environment instead of on the staging server. So let me just grab that iframe again. And I'm just gonna, I'll hard code it this time. So I'll create a page. I'm wondering if I should probably sync my databases first. So let's go through doing just a monthly checkup of things real quick first. So we'll go into our scripts directory. And then I'm going to go to bonsai.test and log in. Come on, where's my autofill? Alright, first thing I'll do is go to plugins, see if we're all up to date. Up top, WordPress 5.6.1 is available. Bottom right, we see weird, it's not saying my current version. But if I want to check my current version, come into my text editor. I'll find composer.json. I'll scroll down to roots WordPress, and we're on 5.6. So we'll add a 0.1 right there. We'll come back to, actually before I do this, I'm going to sync the databases because they might need to be updated after I update WordPress. So come into our scripts directory. And this is one issue with not working on a project. Like, I haven't really worked on this example project for maybe 2 months. So I'm not sure if my databases are already synced. They should be. So I could be overwriting something, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I don't think it was too important if there is something out of sync. So we'll run the sync script from production to development. Alright, now it should sign me out if I refresh. .6.1 is available. Okay. Now, to update Composer, I'll just back out of the scripts directory. Oh my god. I grown a little bit rusty. Let's see. There we go. It's going to be Composer update. Now you could update all your plugins right now if you wanted to, but updating WordPress at the same time is such a big update that I like to do them one at a time, just in case there's any troubleshooting that needs to be done. Alright, WordPress was updated right here. A couple other ones were automatically updated. Alright, looks like we don't need to update the database. Looks like Gravity Forms user registration add-on is the only one behind, so that one's actually done not through Composer. We'll go to our scripts folder, my project, and I believe I have it somewhere in development. Install, update, yep. So you're gonna grab this user registration line right here, and I'm gonna go back into my scripts directory, cd scripts, run update user registration. Okay. Plugins are updated. Now, database is updated, plugins are updated, WordPress is updated, so we're gonna start making some changes now. First thing I'm gonna do is figure out which page I want to work with this on. I'd rather it be a hard-coded page so that I don't have to do it through the database. So let's find a fitting page that has a template tied to it. Let's see, courses, docs, instructors, docs. No, docs isn't hard-coded. It's just a blog page. Yeah, I guess we could do it on this home page. Courses, docs, consult. Yeah, let's just do it on the home page for now. So let's see, which section do I want to do it in? Let's just do it down here somewhere in the footer. So we're going to navigate to our theme under web app, themes, Bonsai. All right. Looks like my friend Nicco is here. Just finished having some dinner. All right, so yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm just updating my project. I have an example project that runs the website, and I haven't updated that for like 2 months now, so I'm just doing a little bit of a tidying shop for a minute. And then, yeah, just any second here, actually, I'm getting to the part where I'm going to start messing with the iframe that it's embedded with and see if I can control the container size very easily and just mess with the functionality a little bit. So bear with me for a minute. All right, we just navigated to our theme. Let's see, oh yeah, we're looking for under resources, views, pages, home. Now let's just go under our components. I'll find under partials, we'll have footer. I'll just take that for now. And I'm gonna embed this iframe right here. Okay, so it has a width and it has a height right here. Yeah, I wonder if it's responsive without those. We'll see. Allow microphone, camera, VR, speaker. Okay. Now that should live reload onto the home page. Doesn't need a refresh. All right. Yep, that is working. Now let's pull up the development tools. I can't right click on it. So I'll just find the next closest element to it, right click on that, inspect. I can just go up a little bit. Close up this footer. Here's the iframe right here. I want to see what happens if I mess with the size of it. So you could have like a mobile viewport size of it. And if I just wanted it to be fully responsive, let's turn the width and the height off. And then what would happen if I did display flex? No, that's not enough. What if it was width, auto, height, auto? I think it needs some type of fixed size. Let's see. What if I did width as 50 VW? So that is 50% of the viewport's width. Right? Yeah. So we could definitely give it some more relative sizing based on something like that versus the fixed sizing that it comes with. Or what if you just did width 100? Okay, so I'll come in here. I'll leave the height what it is for now, but then for the width I'll say 100%. And I'll take the whole iframe and I'll nest it inside of a container. So now it should be responsive. And there you go. So instead of 768 pixels for height, we could say 80% of the viewport's height. %, to factor for this sticky navigation. All right, fully responsive. So now that it's fully responsive, I should be able to just basically drop that iframe with that div that's nested inside, drop that entire thing inside of one of these tabs, and then it would naturally just fill responsively inside of this modal window. So next thing I need to do is port over this feature that I built. But we've already got one thing checked off the list. We've got it working responsively. So I'm gonna go take a quick little break. I'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I love how it basically is like Flexbox. I don't know what type of, it's probably some type of JavaScript grid system that it uses for the responsiveness, but it's very similar to Flexbox. Things can be centered, and you know, if somehow it actually is Flexbox, we'd be able to tap in and start reordering different items in their order or their location. That'd be something we can mess with down the road. I don't really think that's important right now because this interface is actually really clean. I'm impressed, Mozilla. Yo, Nicco, if you're there, if you're listening, do you customize these colors as like your brand colors? And what kind of customizing options are available? Okay, so now to port this over, and I'm gonna change what it is. It's gonna be groups, so I'll be changing the name of them obviously, and then I'll be removing the instructor. So first thing, question is, will I put this on the home page? I might as well for now. I could just build a partial or a component. They could be moved anywhere. So let's start with that. We'll come into partials. This will be a global component. And is there anything that I want to start from? Yeah, let's open up the futures project. We'll go to GitHub, find future, open it up in Atom. We'll navigate our way into the theme, resources, views, partials. Actually, we'll look at layouts first because this is the home page, which is home. And it's under partials, courses, grid. So let's come into partials. Here we have courses. So let's copy this whole thing and paste it right here. And then instead of courses, we'll call this groups. And then we can just grab this line of code right here, including partials, courses, grid. Find our way into the home layout. And there's pricing main. Let's do that above the pricing. Accordion main. We can do it below the accordion for now. And just to clean things up a little bit, I'm actually going to comment out this accordion for right now. Instead of courses, this is called groups. So this is using the Blade syntax. It's basically PHP, but this is called Blade. This is kind of one of those like cleaner syntax version languages, which just kind of cleans up an older language. So it's created by Laravel. Okay, so if we come, we can get rid of this responsive view now. Dude, I am not really a person to complain very much, but my new neighbors that moved in above us, I'm not sure if they're like sumo wrestlers or like, I don't know if you've seen that Geico commercial where like they have a family of cloggers above them, but like this is literally what's going on. Yep. I think that's what's going on.
If you like this video, please share.
It's ridiculous. Okay, this didn't update. We've got some type of PHP error. Partials groups grid. So we have partials groups grid. Now I need to look inside of grid. Could be inside of here. Okay, we have these SVGs that are going to be missing. So let's comment out these images for now. And then there's partials, modals, courses, pitch kit. So let's also comment that out for now. There's probably some missing CSS as well. We'll see. Alright, that's not too bad. So, first let's get this modal window working. Partials, modals, courses, pitch kit. So we have, under partials, we have modals, courses, pitch kit. I think that's a little over complicated. Let's modals, courses. So we have modals. Yeah, I guess we'll just do it. It's not courses, we'll call it groups. Paste it in here. And instead of pitch kit, we'll call it Instagram. And then we'll comment out the content in here so that we don't throw PHP error. Then we'll see if that worked. Why is this? This needs to be groups. Partials, modals, groups. Instagram. Okay, let's grab that content now. Content, courses, pitch kit, accordion, man. Yeah, this is just like way overcomplicated. I believe I can simplify this a bit. Content, courses. Jesus, what was I thinking? content, courses, pitch kit, accordion, main. So I don't want this to be specific to modals because this component could also be grabbed outside of a modal window. It could be like a full page or an individual page. So I think under groups, that would make more sense. So partials under groups, we'll have a group called Instagram, and then here, let's see if we can simplify it to just doing accordion. No, it doesn't even need to be an accordion. It's not an accordion, I don't think. Let's see. What if we just call it main for now? Take this, copy this over. So then we have 3 tabs that I'm going to comment out while I'm testing. And then this is going to be partials, groups, Instagram, main. No PHP errors, that's a good sign. And here we go, we've got it. So let's come back, let's start making some edits for it. So under this grid, instead of the legal kit, let's say Instagram. Pitch kit will change to, let's see, I made a list of all the biggest groups in the future. So Instagram, YouTube, let's reference the list. Titans, future Titans group, subgroup. Trying to shorten them down because they don't have to be too repetitive, but force by itself just sounds weird, so I'll call this one future force. I think that's like a women's group, like a women's support group. Biz dev. Speaking. Web. Paid in full. Oh no, that's a course. What am I looking at? Knowledge product. Really wish we could just shorten that to info product. Okay. Let's just watch that update. Okay, we can just get rid of these author sections. These aren't applicable to us. I think this whole card footer. Okay, now I just have a blank footer that I can put something else in. Oh, weird. It's not working on every one of them. Okay, let's just see where that's at. Huh. My cloggers are vacuuming now. Just gonna strip all of this down to the very bare bones before we start adding anything. Yeah, for some reason we missed these two. Hard footer. Weird. Oh, because I commented out the whole. No? Card footer P0, P3. Okay, there's a slight difference. Doesn't matter. So now I don't have the correct cover images, but I'm just going to put placeholder graphics. And let's see, where can I grab these from? Images, courses, legal kit. So I'll come back over to the future project, come into assets. Wait, wasn't it courses, images? Images, courses, legal kit, SVG. Oh, but it's an SVG. Is it inline? No, it's not inline. Okay. So yeah, there's the legal kit one, and then pitch kit. I'll just rename these to 1, 2, 3, So Leo kit 1, pitch kit 2. Let's see, it was under images, courses. So I'm gonna do images, groups. Paste. Change the name to 1. Call it 01. Grab pitch kit. Name this to 02. Then we have brand messaging. Brand messaging kit, SVG. So 3. Show your work bundle, SVG. So 4. Style guide kit, SVG. Huh. Am I blind? What is this? Images, courses, style guide kit, SVG. Yeah, it's right here. 05. Complete case study. We can skip that one. Since it's a JPEG. This one's a JPEG as well. Then we go to paid in full SVG. So 6. Okay. We can just use duplicates if we need to take care of the rest. Just need to change these names. Hopefully that'll do it. Something's up. Yeah, we got an error somewhere. StyleGuideKit.svg. I shouldn't have that anymore. All these image paths, oh I see. Sensitive courses needs to be groups. I'm just gonna close out of yarn and run yarn, run start just to restart it. Then it'll compile and should show a clean compile. There we are. All right, the images are back. I'll just fill it in. I'll do 05 SVG and 06. Okay. Now I need to change the context of this data that's shown right here. It could show the amount of people currently in there, it could show the amount of members, and it could also show the amount of topics. Low-hanging fruit, I think the easiest thing pragmatically would be the members. So let's start there. And I actually have a list of all the members right here. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of building a prototype in some ways, so this doesn't all have to be functional at the moment. So for now, I'll just kind of explore some ideas. Let's say $236 members. We'll say 23 online. And this will be 147. Oops, actually 186. 147. 123. 110. 87. 77. And this is for 77 for whip, yep. Mario Kart song. 73. Okay, so that gets us to the info product. There's still a few more groups we could add, but that's good for now. Let's just play with these numbers real quick. So we'll say 18, 15, 11, 12, 8, 5, and 3. I'd probably flip these. But I can leave it like that for now. I'll think more about it. And I think from here, you could provide buttons that would take you there directly. Or we could keep it really simple and it's just you click on it and then you have the options of where to go. So let's start working on this part. Lessons, discussion, resources. So this is found under modals, groups, Instagram. Right? Instagram main. Yeah, so this is okay, let's say we took that, replace that here. That can simplify things for the minute. So we don't need a main. It's just the Instagram one. So let's find that main component under, yeah, that's right here. We can keep that there just for now, just in case we want it later. I mean, it does clean it up a little bit, but I don't think it's worth having an extra file for. So yeah, let's just get rid of it for now. And then we'll have one called tab 1, 2, 3 under Instagram. And then courses, pitch kit, accordion, tab 1. Partials, groups, Instagram, and this will be what do we call it, discussion, like a text discussion, and then audio, space, or I think we would have that tied into Classroom. Now we can just say virtual room and then resources. Instead of discussions, let's call it topics. Virtual room, virtual space. We'll figure out better messaging for that later, but as long as I know what we're talking about. All right, what went wrong here? Tab 1. Include partials, groups, Instagram. Tab 1. Tab 2. Tab 3. What's the problem here? Is there a problem? Yeah. See, I have content embedded in here as well. So I'm going to take these, comment them out for now. Dope. So this would be different topics. We can remove that for now, but actually while we're here, you know that rule if something takes less than 5 minutes, and just do it real quick. I want tooltip bootstrap. Version 5. Are we on Bootstrap 5 yet? No, I don't think I am. Am I? Tooltips. Tooltip on top, that's what I'm looking for. We'll see if it's the same anyways. So let's grab this, and instead of the name next to the picture, let's grab this. We'll put the name inside of it. Condense it down to one line. And this is on a button. So if you wanted this as an image, let's try grabbing this. Putting that right there. I'm not sure. I don't think this type button thing would be necessary. And then I need tooltips enabled in JavaScript as well. I might have those disabled actually, so I'll keep this on there as well for now. Somewhere in the JavaScript I have tooltips to disable. This could take me a minute. We'll leave it for now. But the point is, I want the name, tooltip on top. So I want the name when you hover over it to show. And we can get rid of this button and this line. And then, if it's deflex, what if we add another one? Perfect. So we could come and grab a bunch of different images of people. Just a bunch of Matthews right now. Get rid of this price right here. And 23 videos, 4 hours. So do a refresh. This could be interesting down the road for some other type of data that we want to show, but let's just simplify it for now. And I want to add some type of like social thing where you can see people's pictures, kind of like in Clubhouse or whatever. But not yet, because that functionality would be a little difficult. So we'll have to roll that out in some type of MVP feature. So for now, I will just comment all this out. Okay. And instead of the pitch kit, this needs to say Instagram. Now we can start focusing on these. Let's say these were different topics. Let's say topic, just do a placeholder for now. Let's say carousels, creating carousels. We'll say content challenge, and we'll say actually we'll use this down here, and then we'll just call this one general. And we could grab another one and say jobs. I don't know. I'll just leave this one out for now. Keep it simple. Where this says intro, we can say yeah, until they have an API, I can't really connect into the data to say like 26 replies or anything super useful like that. So in the spirit of just simplifying anything that's needed, let's just comment all this out for now. And we can trinkle in some data as they start opening up their API. So you have just discussions embedded in there. Virtual space. Okay, I don't think I actually need to put any content in there yet because that's all circle embeds, and having issues with circle at the moment. So let's move on to virtual space. And instead of using a component here, let's just add it straight to this file. Here's the iframe we've been waiting to use. Let's see, where did I put that earlier? It was in footer, right? Yep. Tab 1. No, this isn't tab 1. Oh, I see. Okay. So we're going to leave that. And then in here, so that's tab 1. And under tab 2, we'll come into here. Let's see. Instagram, tab 2. I have a circle iframe in here. I'm just going to replace that with this Metahood iframe. And it's in the container. It's responsive. So now I'm really curious to see what this looks like. Topics, virtual space, and nothing is there. Groups, partials, groups, Instagram, tab 2. Partials, groups, Instagram, tab 2. That should be coming through. Let's try another, I'll do a hard refresh. Make sure there's no errors. There we go. Now I'm not so certain about this this width. I think it'd be very mobile friendly, but I think on desktop we could have it widen out a bit. I mean, obviously if you want to do it in full screen, you can open it in a new tab. But if you wanted to do more of a clubhouse type functionality, you could just do watch from lobby, and then you could lock your phone and the audio would just come through. All right, that's awesome. So here we would have circle discussions. Here we would have Clubhouse. The thing is, I think the fact that you could use this as simply as Clubhouse would go over most people's heads, because they would see this and think that they have to interact. I guess we could load them into a dark room. I think Nicco had said something about that. I love how the chat is built in right here. Come in here, change my name. Then I can come in here, do different settings, room size 24. What's the max? 50. It's pretty good. I'm sure that'll go up with time. Invite people with a link that can be revoked. That's interesting. Create and move objects, create cameras, pin, create drawings, create emoji, allow flying. I want to fly. Let's see. How does this work on mobile? That's the question I want to see. So I've got this working fairly well right now. Under resources, we would just have like a featured list of like courses and resources, books, stuff like that. So you have general discussion over here, like almost like a forum, virtual or audio space here, and resources right here. I think this is ready to push to staging. So I'm going to come into GitHub. Just want to make sure it's working on all of these. Yeah, that's cool. Come into GitHub. Bonsai example. Monthly housekeeping. Ported groups feature from future demo project. All right, so I have committed this to GitHub. Now I will come to my scripts directory, open up my project. Scripts, I'll look at staging. Just gonna look over this script real quick. Deploying to staging, no provision. This should activate all the plugins, and this should update user registration plugin. And Composer will automatically update all the other plugins and WordPress when it runs the deploy. And then we're going to run a database sync from development to staging. So that looks good. I'll just run staging shell script. And I'll give this about 10 minutes to run, and then I should be able to pull it up on my phone and test the staging environment. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break. Be right back. Okay. Now it's asking for permission to do the database migration. Resetting the staging and syncing up from the development database, yes. I hate when it's laggy on these animations, but I swear it only happens when I'm streaming because OBS is sucking up like 20% of my CPU or something like that. But yeah, if I was experiencing the lag on this, I'd rather just take it out. But I think on most modern devices, it should work just fine. Alright, now time to test it on my phone. Wow, so yeah, one big issue about embedding it on the home page is that it's going to ask for audio access as soon as you load it. So as soon as you load it, now it has a red microphone on the phone. It says that it's recording, which for all I know it could be. I don't really know too much about the stack. I'm assuming that it's not because Mozilla's generally been a pretty data concerned and security concerned company, I believe. So let's go in there. Oh, weird. There we go. Virtual space. Yeah, it's a little cramped on my phone. If I turn it, it's a little better. The one thing is you can see basically these margins on the side right in here take up a lot of space, so it kind of bleeds. I could try and condense those on mobile. I think it looks better on desktop like that, but for mobile I could condense those. If you're on your phone, it will open up in its own tab instead of the iframe. I don't know if you could change that in settings, possibly. But yeah, if we do watch from lobby, Wow, I can do it on my phone. Can look around just by tapping and dragging, and then if you do the pinch and drag, then you can move forward and backwards. That's so much cooler than Clubhouse. That's crazy. Because technically you could just lock your phone and listen to it like Clubhouse. But if you want, you can look around. You can see the avatars, the people talking. You can navigate to different rooms. And like a physical virtual space. That is crazy. Huh. Yeah, I can kind of fly around. It's awesome. So, can I bring up my camera? Here in the lobby. Share. Watch lobby. Enter room. What if I logged in? Okay, I'll go to Metahood. .ca. Sign in. I'm gonna sign into my admin account. Oh, I gotta check my email. Okay, now I'm signed in. I go back. Refresh the room. You gotta allow access to the microphone every time you refresh it, I think. That's one potential downside from the phone. Watch from lobby. I'm gonna enter the room. No, it's not showing I'm signed in, I don't think. Lobby. Let me refresh it again. I should be signed in. Okay, it says I'm signed in on the phone. So I jump in. And it signs me in as a new person. Let's see if I have any admin ability. Yeah, I think I do have admin ability. So I'll enter the room, choose a new avatar. Okay. Officially in. So now I can tap. Would you like to access the camera? Oh, wow. Check this out. I think it's trying to load on my phone camera. That should be coming in, but it's struggling a little bit. Tap to stop sharing. 2-finger tap to show menus. Okay, that's not quite working. I'll try restarting it. My phone's probably gonna die any second. It's sucking quite a bit of juice from it, so I guess we'd have to find a way to... I think if you locked your phone, I think it'd just be the audio, so it shouldn't take too much. Alright, well, it looks like this feature is going to need a little bit of work. It's working on the phone, it's pulling the phone camera in through the web browser, so that's pretty amazing that like Safari allows that. Of course, it asks for your permission before it does anything. Put my phone on the charger before it dies. So that's pretty incredible. Yeah, I mean, it's done. I really don't know what else to do. It's working. We improved the models from here. We improved the tech and figuring it out. Obviously, there's a lot of work to do still, but this is crazy. I've got just the audio working, and from the phone when it's locked. That's awesome. You can easily use it in any browser. I'm sure you could somehow port it into an iOS app if you wanted, even if you just had to do it through a browser. I don't know. I think I'm probably done for the day. I've accomplished more than what I set out to do today. So, yeah, one last look before we wrap up. I guess we've got the different groups right here. They'll each have their own kind of app icon or cover, image, artwork. Come into here, you'll have your circle topics under here. We can embed different topics, or we could just have a feed of everything within that space, as they call it on Circle. And yeah, then over here we have the virtual classroom. And then over here you would have different resources. Courses, books, online bookmarks, templates, stuff like that. And actually, before I forget, this that was on the staging server, so this won't affect anything on the staging server, but where would this be found? So yeah, virtual spaces, resources. I just want to add one more right here so that I don't forget about it later on. I want to add events. Eventually on mobile, I'll probably end up maybe just making it icons, but for now I'll leave a descriptive title in the tabs. But yeah, events would be a really good tab to have as well. That might even go before any one of these. It could be prioritized, because that's a major functionality that Facebook offers. that like circle doesn't natively. Okay, so that got saved to the project. Let's see if it's on the local. Events right here. And I'll just add a calendar icon right there. And I'm wondering if we could integrate. Man. I bet there's a lot of good options, but I'm spacing the name of the tool right now. Yeah, that one tool that's really good at scheduling things. I'll get to that later. But between all of these, I think it starts to cover what Facebook did and way more. This virtual space, I think it's going to take some people getting used to, because I don't think anyone's even aware that this could be working on a web browser like this. I didn't think that Safari would even allow that type of control through the web browser, where it's accessing your microphone and your camera. That's pretty crazy. And I like that the privacy is really upfront, at least through the iPhone experience with Safari. It gives you notifications, asks for your permission to access microphone and camera. All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I think that's what a development sprint's all about. That's something that I could have prototyped in about the same amount of time. So that's why I'm a big fan of using Bonsai, or anyone, if they are experienced or skilled enough, they'll have a fast workflow within their environment, whether that's working in like any type of programming or really anything creative. It's all about the workflow. And I've got this down to a point where I can pretty much prototype a real app faster than I could have prototyped it in Figma. Because this is basically functional. I need to work with Circle on getting I have like some trial account that they were messing around with. So then I'll get that working probably maybe tomorrow if I can resolve that. And then start populating some demo content in these other tabs. And I think this is really starting to come together. Up here where I had the different circles side by side that represented the members, those will link to kind of profile pages that could be customized in any way. I'm not exactly sure what that functionality would look like yet, but that's probably the next thing I would start tackling after I have this basic version up. So I'm just pretty blown away that getting VR integrated with this and also tackling some type of Clubhouse functionality at the same time, that's just pretty crazy. So I thought that was going to take like a year or more, and here we have it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to call it a night, and I'll probably be trying to tidy up the details on this later on this week so that we can have like a real working demonstration of this by the end of the week. So stay cool, my babies. Peace out.